Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Praises to the Most High. And blessings on you all. Hope everyone's okay. And that you are, still hanging in there. Anyway, yeah, it's very, very cool this morning. Hence the reason I have to wrap up a little bit. It's gone a bit cooler. And yes, it's been a couple of days since I last walked. And the reason being is I've just felt like I just wanted to relax, which is a good thing, because that is part of excuse me, yeah, that's part of when you're doing too much. You can easily just go into burnout, and I obviously, coupled with everything that I'm doing during the week, I am finding myself not resting enough. So I've kind of like had to sacrifice the walk and literally go into rest mode, like literally just chill. chill. So quite a bit has been happening. As you know, I've been gigging and working and gigging and working and gigging. So it's like a non-stop. It's like literally I'm on the train, like it's not stopping. But I am actually enjoying what I'm doing, and I'm working with some incredible students. So I just wanted to make it clear, like last week we did like a Student of the Month celebration, and I have to say this, like, when you have no, I'm not saying when you have, I'm just like kind of highlighting, because I don't think everybody has. But anyway, we have a number of students attend one of the sites, one of the academies, Town Square for that matter. And this student is only 6 years old, and he's from the Eastern Bloc, and he's come over here with his parents, and they discovered that their son and daughter, so I'm not going to forget daughter, they got talent, and they didn't know what to do, and they wanted to make sure that they really immerse themselves in what is they are really good at. So Samir plays piano, and his teacher, big shout out to Katrina, has worked with him, and I put out I think I've put out a video of him playing piano with our other department, the ballerinas. And a big shout out to Candice and Louisa for coordinating that. It's absolutely incredible. So anyway, he plays a concerto on piano, and lo and behold, yeah, it's just impressive. It's just an amazing little star, and that's what it's about. That's what doing this job, doing this type of work in the creative industries, that's what it's about, man. It's discovering talent, it's discovering the gift And, you know, God places us with all these gems. And if we don't pay attention, we miss them. Like, seriously, man, we miss them. We lose sight. And like today, that's why I wanted to kind of talk about, you know, we must be vigilant, especially with our kids. Like, the parents of Samir discovered that their child was super talented in a specific area, and they picked up on that. And instead of saying, no, you're not going to do that because I want you to do this, because I want you to do this, it doesn't work. Let God lead what it is our children are meant to do. They have strengths in things that we don't understand, and because we have been raised, I know in my era, all those who were born in the 70s zone, you know, our parents came over here. Well, my parents, and certainly many of my generation, our parents came over in the time of the Windrush, and they had, I'm not saying that they had little or nothing, but they were promised a better life. And without falling into the whole history, because that's a whole other topic in itself, they worked tirelessly, like, man, you would not even want to know. They worked seriously, and they came over here, and it wasn't so much as having a purpose. They came for the purpose of building a nation, building a country from the aftermath of war. So in their mind, for them, the better life was being promised that they would have all these things. And in some instances, it wasn't necessarily the case. And I'm not digressing because I'm coming back to topic. So, as a generation from my parents, you know, we were encouraged, strongly encouraged, I say strongly encouraged, keeping it real, keeping it light, strongly encouraged to make sure that we have our education. Like, you know, there's no joke about that. We needed to be on our A game. We needed to study. We needed to know what the education system was all about. And luckily enough, many of us succeeded that. You know, we've come out with some major degrees. I've got a master's. You know, I'm feeling like, yo, that's the reason why my mum in particular, she pushed us hard. And those days, it was painful, but in turn, it's been worth it. Now that we have managed to get through, you know, the generation that we're raising, and people are saying, oh, they're lazy, all they want is the computer. Man, you know, you gotta know that this generation will never truly understand they won't, unless you browbeat it into the head. They'll never understand what it was like for us growing up unless we share with them openly how it was. And that's the thing, communication. Again, we've got to make sure that we're open and transparent with them so that they have an understanding and a discernment to know how to move and navigate in the world. And with that said, yes, we have encouraged our son to make sure that he gets the qualifications he needs to navigate in the world. But at the same time, not dismissing the fact that, you know, there are things that he enjoys doing. And it's the generation of the digital composition, man. We're in the 4th industrial revolution. How on earth, Lord, please help me with this one. How on earth can we transport them back into 1918 without showing them a whole load of videos, a whole load of nostalgia. We can't go back to that. It's not going to be as it was. So, because they are now the generation that is moving into this, whatever you want to call it, you know, the most important thing out of anything that you do with your children is to make sure that they are clued up on the Most High, the very God that has created us all. Yeah, make them aware, verse them in it, teach them to pray. You know, there's nothing better than being covered under the blood, for real. Once you're protected and you're covered, everything falls into place. Trust me on that one. Believe you me. I'm not doing these videos for fun. I'm just sharing with you an example of how God truly works. Then going back to the fact that whatever your child's talent is, you know, encourage them. You know, they have a different type of confidence. A different type of confidence that we might not get right now. But in time, if they are covered and you are praying over your children every single day, minute of the day, just do it. You will soon realize what it was all for. Protect your kids, man. You know, make sure that in your home there are times when we feel like, gosh, I ain't got time for this. I haven't got the energy. And your children pick up on that. You know, listen, I've made a lot of sacrifices, and yeah, do I look back and say, oh my God, I shouldn't have done that? No, I don't. At first I did. I thought, oh my life, what am I doing? Uprooting our child's life and, you know, my husband. And then I looked into it and I thought, no, the reason being is because I have faith. I have faith. You know, I don't hide the fact that every day, every single minute of the day, God is up in my mind, and I'm asking him, protect us, protect everyone, you know, not just me. But the thing is, you know, it's being able to share that and be confident in that word, be confident. You know, I read, like, oh, sorry, I just went in here. I read my Bible and I'm asking for clarity and understanding on how it's interpreted. What does it mean? Passages that I can see people online, they're quoting scriptures and content, I don't know what that. They're quoting scriptures that are absolutely necessary and they absolutely hold value to what we and who we are. And I feel like I don't fully have that understanding, and I'm asking the Most High to just give me clarity and understanding so that I can then pass that on, especially to my son. Especially to my son. You know, our son is amazing. He's everything. So, yes, not to go too much off topic, but that is one of the things about how when we look to our children and we see these talents that they have, please encourage, don't discourage. And I gotta say this, like, I went to a meeting on Wednesday and it was at my son's school and it had nothing to do with his school. It was just a networking event that I turned up to. And it's literally just about all these businesses in this community. There are a lot of businesses in this community, some of which I never knew existed. And I thought, my gosh, that is it right there. You know, we are tapping into what it is we need for our children. Our children can access these businesses and literally gain some work experience and edification and knowledge from working with within the industry. And I was like amazed at how within the presentation itself, the teachers and the managers of the school wanted to, you know, obviously collaborate with us as businesses and things like that, but they asked the students to pitch their reasons as to why they need us and what their aspirations are. And I'm telling you, I just went, wow, how they came across. It would have been more like, you need us, we need you. Like, you are running the show. They were incredibly confident, and how they put forward their aspirations. We had one student who was interested in working in medicine, and she was like, look, I'm interested, my mum and dad are both doctors, and this is a passion for me, this is what I want to do, and I don't really care what role I take in your company, albeit whether it's a hospital or not. I don't really care. I just want to get some experience as what it's like to, you know, create a PowerPoint or just do some filing. And I'm like, and the way she expressed herself was incredible. And then there was another young man who, he just came in, he's like, look, I'm not going to university. And he made that very clear. I'm not going to university. You know why? Because I have no interest in university. Very, very transparent, very clear. I have no interest in university. However, I am in love with the entertainment industry, the theme parks, and that's where I want to do. That's what I want to do. So I am happy to take on anything that will give me the necessary skills and the experience to fulfill my dream. I was like, whoo, praises. We had two, well, there was four of them. So the third one, well, he wasn't third, he was first. I was just swapping around. He is into biochemistry, and I was like, oh my gosh, my younger brother, he's a biochemist. I was like, I could hook you up, but he's over there in the UK. But still, you know, we can work remotely. We can encourage our young to collaborate, whether it be here or overseas. It doesn't necessarily matter, as long as they're getting some experience behind what it is they want to do. I'm back on the rocks. And then there was another young lady, I think her name was Anna, and she's from Serbia, and she is on the same course as my son. I was like, woo, why ain't my son up in this situation? But he's just not, he's not a talker, like he's not a speaker like that. But she's doing the same study as my son, creative media. So again, she was like, look, I just want to do anything that's creative. I'm in the world of design, and you know, I'm willing to help out. I'm willing to do whatever it takes, as long as it's actually in that field and I can get to speak to the creatives and the people who actually set up their businesses and learn from them in any way, shape or form. I'm like, okay, praises. it warmed my heart to learn that these 4 individuals, as articulate and eloquent they were, they aspire to do something to make a difference. And that's what this place is about. And I know with all the sacrifices that I made, the pain, you see me smiling here, but believe you me, there were troubled waters to get here, and there are still troubling times ahead. And I do not give way to saying, oh, that's it, I'm done. Never done, because I know that I'm covered, and I know my family is covered under the blood. Simple things. And when that is, and you have a discernment and you know exactly where you're heading towards, because he is guiding you each step of the way. Remember, it's not me leaning to man's understanding. Yeah? It never. Man didn't create me. Man, obviously, yes, came from man, born into the world through my mother. But everything about my being has come from the Most High. I'm telling you. And until you actually get that in your head, you will never, ever be free. Trust me. So anyway, yes, a little digress. But, like I say, I give thanks each and every day for everybody who is searching for that level of understanding and is prayed up, right? Pray for yourself, pray for each other, okay? We're treading through choppy waters right now. Everybody is. There's nobody out there who is exclusive. Trust me. You might feel like, oh, they've got it all. Listen, a lot of people like to sell a pipe dream, but when they come away from the screen, or they move, or they come away and they don't have anything, they are in pain. In the mind, or even in their soul, they're in pain. I'm telling you that nobody is exclusive. Nobody is completely 100% happy. They're not. And I'll tell you that for nothing. Yeah? Everywhere around me right now, would I say that I'm happy? I'm at peace, definitely, to a certain degree, I'll say that. And I'm also conscious of my surroundings. It's just, that's what it is. And it's looking after yourself, looking after your mind, looking after everything that you are about and how you move and navigate in, not just in the world, but in every part of every community you live in. So with that said, I am going to now love ya and leave ya. Stay prayed up. Love you guys. Take care. Ciao.